Hey, what's up, YouTube land? It's your boy, Eddie Hill, the White Oak, Pennsylvania toy collector, and it's time for another Eddie Hill review. And today we'll be reviewing a figure that is slightly incomplete, but also its robot mode is more complete than its jet mode. He is missing a nose cone piece. He's missing his, his stabilizing wings. But this is the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen movie STARSCREAM. And I do not have the 2007 STARSCREAM to compare this with. But when I get down to comparisons, we're going to compare them with all the other epic movie action figures I own in my collection. And you know me, I love some Transformers Michael Bay. And that's been a minute. We're going to look at STARSCREAM up close. As you can see, his jet mode is really well done. He is missing a nose cone piece. He's missing his stabilizing wings. But yeah, that's the only nitpick I have about it. But the landing gear still works. Everything is still workable. Would have had missiles, but I don't have those. But otherwise, he is somewhat complete and reviewable. I will try to get get the parts for this figure maybe one of these days, but for now, he's just incomplete. But now we're going to compare him with some other Revenge of the Fallen figures I own. Here is the Revenge of the Fallen STARSCREAM from 2009 next to Ejector. Why not? Because that's a Revenge of the Fallen Decepticon with none other than Hellstorm. He was not featured in the movie, but he is a Decepticon from Revenge of the Fallen. Revenge of the Fallen Dead End. I just can't get these bots back in their vehicle modes for comparisons. Revenge of the Fallen Ravage. Galactic Heroes 1. I love that. Revenge of the 2007 Legends Bumblebee, which I do own. The buzzworthy Ratchet, not buzzworthy, but Energon Igniter Ratchet based on his Michael Bay design. Why not? And there I say why not. With Revenge of the Fallen Long Haul. Revenge of the Fallen High Tower. Part of Devastator. Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Soundwave. Why not? That's an epic comparison if I do say so myself. With the 2007 Frozen Sector 7 Megatron. Because you know Michael Bay style, but in Bumblebee movie style of the 2007 Megatron. And of course, 2007 Brawl, which I do own this figure. I don't have the leader class figure. That's the only one I'm missing, I'm afraid. But yeah. Bumblebee movie Energonic Niter Barricade. I don't have the 2007 Barricade yet. And of course, Leader Optimus. He is a big boy. From 2007. 2007 Bumblebee. Big one. I do have some of the big boys here. But now that we're done with the vehicle mode, we're going to get down to transforming it. Very simple. Fold it in. Like so. We're going to fold it in. Fold it in. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to work. Okay. Let's split the this side here, if I can get it to work without breaking anything, which is tricky. It's a tricky part to free up his hands. Ooh, tough boy he is, I'll tell you that much. Since I've had him, he's a tough boy. Come on, STARSCREAM. Work with me here. There's a leg all done. I converse, just like the first, if I can get the leg to come out without breaking it. There we go. And now we're going to have to fold this down. First, I like the first. And then we're just going to somehow fold this down. And this tabs into place right there. If I can get it to tab into place, it's supposed to click into place like so. And so far, we got STARSCREAM nearly transformed. I can get him to work on camera. He is a bit of a pain to work with. Since I got him, he is a little bit of a pain of a figure to mess around with. Okay, we're going to fold this back. And these just fold up like so. Like so. As you can see, what I was doing was folding these down to form his 2007 backpack. We're going to straighten out his feet. Like so. Pull his feet down. And these become his heels. You believe it, they become his heels so he can stand. And not a bad-looking 2007 STARSCREAM. I do say he is a chunky boy. Yeah, he is a chunky boy. But he looks amazing. He looks like he just came out of the 2007 movie, if I do say so myself. He doesn't have the saw blade hand that I'm used to, because I don't own the Studio Series one. But he looks amazing for a 2007 figure. But now we're done with that transformation. We'll look at his articulation, then we'll compare him with the other 2007 figures I own. And as you know me, I love picking these guys up. These guys are amazing. Still, I'm definitely stoked to have this guy in my collection, though. An awesome looking bot, if I do say so myself. And we're going to compare him next to the Sector 7 2007 Megatron. It's a shame I don't have the Leader Class one that talks, but yeah, it's an expensive figure. Pretty much hard to get, I will say. But here is the 2007 Leader Megatron. And they look good side by side, if I can get them to stand. There we go. And they are in the exact same height status. Yeah. Hands are a bit different, but I love this figure for its quirks. Sure, it's a lot of work to transform, but it's still a good-looking figure. And he just knocked down STARSCREAM on the job. Oh, STARSCREAM, you're falling down. Lord Megatron doesn't like weaklings. Oh, you're falling down, Screamer. No time to fall down. And yeah, he is a chunky boy. That's all I'm going to say about STARSCREAM. He's chunky. But now compare him with the other 2007 bots. Here we got Autobot Bumblebee. And of course, the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. He is a bit of a trick to transform him and get him to stand, but he is a chunky bot. He's the only 2007 leader I have that lights up. Would have loved it if he said, I'm Optimus Prime. It would have made him an epic figure, but, well, it is from 2007, so it's not terrible. It's a good-looking figure. But now with another Megatron, we're going to have a lot of comparisons here. I'm going to do it with the Energon Igniter Megatron. And yeah, this is a straightforward transformation. I'm really good with my transformation memorizing. I get so many figures over my toy collecting years, you won't believe on how many I've collected. Oh, come on, Megatron. Sorry, Megatron is not wanting to cooperate, but here is the Energonic Niter Megatron next to that one. Not as big as the 2007 Sector 7 Frozen Megatron. And now we're going to get Ratchet out. I don't have Ironhide, but I do got Ratchet. And the other Revenge of the Fallen figures. Here is Long Haul. Sorry if I had to pause a bit, but there's Long Haul next to Starscream. And he looks pretty much good. And here's the Hightower next to Starscream. So, yeah, I do have some of the Revenge of the Fallen Constructicons. Yeah. Ravage. He is definitely bigger than Ravage. A little bit taller than Hellstorm from Revenge of the Fallen. Almost not as bigger than Soundwave from Studio Series. Bigger than Dead End and Ejector. I'm going to have to transform him and do a comparison next to Ejector here. Yeah. I have no problem with these figures on camera. But I just like transforming on camera because there's a lot of transformation steps sometimes. Some of them are easier to transform back in the vehicle mode than others. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that. So, yeah. I love these figures. But yeah, I do love the Decepticons. The Revenge of the Fallen movie was one of the best of the Michael Bay movies, I think. I love that they always introduce some new Decepticons that you never saw before. Like Ejector coming to life in the kitchen with those other appliance Decepticons. It's a shame they got all killed off by Bumblebee. Would have been great to see the rest of them, but here's Ejector. My, technically, Frankenstein of the Decepticons. He is technically the freakiest bot I own. And he just tipped over Starscream again. Oh, he's really tipping again. Love this guy, but he's a bit top-heavy, I'll tell you. Bit of a top-heavy boy. It's the way he's designed, he's a little bit top-heavy. Trick is trying to keep him standing. But yeah, he looks good next to the other Revenge of the Fallen Decepticons. So we're done with them. Let's push Starscream back a bit. Okay, come on, Screamer. There we go. Now to transform Brawl and compare him next to the 2007 Brawl. As you know, I love this figure. Hands down, amazing. The only problem is I wish they would have given him a voice actor. Like, that would have been so cool for Brawl to have an actor of his own. But, they were not thinking of giving them personalities when they made the movie. Michael Bay at least could have went that far with Brawl. He's a tank Decepticon, for crying out loud, and nobody shows him the love. Oh, come on, Brawl. Gonna have to try something else. The arms are... Yeah, I got the transformation memorized, so to get him to work with me, you'll see Brawl in his vehicle mode, in his robot mode, next to the Revenge of the Fallen Starscream, because, yeah, Brawl is a cool-looking Decepticon, though. If I get him to work with me here. Come on, Brawl. Come on, work with me. Bits are not working so well today, huh? Come on, flip out your head. Sorry, technical difficulties on camera. But here we got Brawl next to STARSCREAM. And Brawl isn't as big as STARSCREAM. I will say that much. I wish I had a bigger Brawl to compare this with, but this ain't the advanced leader class Brawl. But now next to Barricade and the Legends Bumblebee, and then we'll be just about done with comparisons. This video is going to be the longest one I've made today. Might need some editing, though. When my mom gets to editing, it'll look pretty cool. But here we got the 2000 inspired Energon Igniter, 2007 inspired Barricade. If I get Bumblebee to work, I'll compare him next to Bumblebee too. Because why not? Bumblebee and STARSCREAM. Technically the worst of enemies. And yeah, they're at the small scale compared to this STARSCREAM. Is a 2009 Revenge of the Fallen STARSCREAM worth adding to your collection? I'd say so. If you don't have the 2007 version, then this figure doesn't look that bad. Sure, it's got its quirks, but it's a good-looking figure. Definitely stoked that I have this now. It looks amazing. It looks like it came out of the movie, and it's downright cool. It's got the Decepticon symbol. It's got the Revenge of the Fallen paint job. It's a shame I don't have the pieces to cover up his chest a little bit, and his nose cone bit is missing, but it's not a terrible figure. I highly recommend this guy if you can find him. I got this guy for $10, and this guy is worth the money, especially in this economy. And this has been Eddie Hill's review of 2009 Revenge of the Fallen STARSCREAM. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please make sure to like, please make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And this is Eddie Hill, moving on and rock out YouTube land.